12 years on The Big Bang Theory changed their lives forever, but when the cameras stopped rolling, a new drama began. One star fought a legal battle at 101 years old, another gave up American citizenship for a movie role, and the biggest shock? The actor everyone loved was never supposed to get the part at all. Now, they're breaking their silence about the feuds, failures, and unexpected triumphs that followed their TV fame for 12 years. Kaylee Cuoco was America's favorite girl next door. But in 2019, The Big Bang Theory ended, and with it, the biggest role of her life. Cuoco had a choice: fade into TV history or prove she was more than just Penny. Without hesitation, she chose to carve her own path. Instead of waiting for the perfect role, she took risks that no one saw coming. She launched her own production company, yes, Norman Productions, and immediately got to work. Her first major project was The Flight Attendant, an HBO Max series that premiered in 2020. Cuoco played Cassie Bowden, a flight attendant caught in a murder mystery after a one-night stand turns deadly. The role was a stark departure from her comedic roots. Cassie was messy, unpredictable, and struggling with alcoholism. It was a challenging role, and Cuoco proved her dramatic range. The show was a success, earning her nominations for both an Emmy and a Golden Globe, marking a turning point in her career. At the same time, Cuoco became the voice of Harley Quinn in the animated series that debuted in 2019. The show was bold, violent, and filled with dark humor, and Cuoco's take on Harley brought fresh energy to the character. The fans loved it. Cuoco didn't stop there. She kept the momentum going with Meet Cute, a 2022 rom-com alongside Pete Davidson. Then, in 2023, she starred in a dark comedy series based on a true story that explored America's obsession with true crime. While some critics felt she was playing characters too similar to Cassie, Cuoco continued pushing forward. She's now preparing to star as Hollywood icon Doris Day in an upcoming biographical series, a role that could take her career in an entirely new direction. Cuoco has always been open about the challenges she's faced. After The Big Bang Theory ended, she admitted she was scared that nothing would ever compare to its success. But she refused to chase another sitcom role. Instead, she focused on projects that excited her. That resilience was something she had developed long before her Hollywood career. Even during her years on The Big Bang Theory, things weren't always smooth behind the scenes. In 2017, she and the other original cast members agreed to take a pay cut to increase the salaries of co-stars Mayim Bialik and Melissa Rauch. The decision created some tension, but an even bigger shock came in 2018 when Jim Parsons announced he was leaving the show. Cuoco had no idea it was coming, and since his departure meant the end of the series, she felt blindsided. When the show wrapped in 2019, although she loved playing Penny, she was disappointed with how the character's story ended. She didn't agree with Penny's unexpected pregnancy in the finale, feeling it went against the character's journey. Jim Parsons, known for his portrayal of Sheldon Cooper, became a household name during the 12 seasons of The Big Bang Theory. He won 4 Primetime Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe, and by the time the show ended in 2019, he was one of the highest-paid actors on television. At his peak, Parsons earned $1 million per episode, totaling around $177.7 million from the series. In 2018, CBS offered him $50 million for more seasons, but Parsons turned it down, explaining that he felt it was time to move on. Though he left the role behind, he stayed connected to the Big Bang Theory universe as the narrator and executive producer of Young Sheldon, which ran until 2024. Since leaving the show, Parsons has explored a variety of roles. In 2020, he starred in Netflix's limited series Hollywood, earning an Emmy nomination for his portrayal of Henry Wilson, a powerful yet ruthless talent agent. In 2022, he took on a dramatic role in Spoiler Alert, a romantic drama based on the memoir of journalist Michael Ausiello, with his performance being praised for its emotional depth. In 2024, he made a major return to Broadway in Our Town at the Ethel Barrymore Theatre, playing the stage manager. This was a significant departure from his sitcom days, showcasing his versatility. That same year, he joined Jessica Lange in Paula Vogel's Play Mother Play, further displaying his dramatic talents. In addition to acting, Parsons has found success as a producer. Since 2015, he and his husband, Todd Spiewak, have run That's Wonderful Productions, which produced the Emmy-nominated series Special, 2019 to 2021, a show that focused on a gay man with cerebral palsy. Parsons has always gravitated toward projects that highlight underrepresented voices. Fans often wonder if he will ever return to his iconic role as Sheldon Cooper, but he has said a revival is unlikely, joking that it would require reincarnation. However, he hasn't ruled out a cameo in Big Bang Theory spin-offs, keeping the possibility open. In his personal life, Parsons remains grounded. He and Spiewak have been married since 2017 and share a love for creative storytelling. They've chosen not to have children, focusing instead on their work. Looking back on his journey, Parsons has expressed deep gratitude for everything that has come his way. Leaving The Big Bang Theory was a risk, but it has only led to greater success in his career. Simon Helberg, who portrayed Howard Wolowitz on The Big Bang Theory, never planned on becoming a sitcom legend. Before landing the role in 2007, he was just another actor trying to make it in Hollywood. The show's global success turned him into a household name, and for 12 years, he played the eccentric aerospace engineer. After the show ended in 2019, Helberg faced the challenge of proving he was more than just Howard. To showcase his versatility, he took on unexpected roles. In 2021, he starred in Annette, a musical drama alongside Adam Driver and Marion Cotillard, further cementing his ability to tackle complex characters. Simon Helberg's portrayal of Howard Wolowitz on The Big Bang Theory made him a household name, but after the show wrapped in 2019, he faced the challenge of proving he was more than just the eccentric aerospace engineer. Following the series, Helberg took on a role that was a sharp departure from his comedic roots. He played the accompanist in Annette, a musical drama. His character was complex and mysterious, a stark contrast to the loud and goofy Howard. Helberg's dedication to the role was so strong that he even became a French citizen to help secure the film's funding, though this ultimately wasn't necessary. His performance was widely praised, cementing his ability to hold his own in serious films. Helberg also made a guest appearance in Poker Face, a mystery series on Peacock, where he played a clueless yet hilarious FBI agent. This brief return to television reminded fans of his comedic talents. Prior to The Big Bang Theory, Helberg had already begun building a strong career. He earned a Golden Globe nomination in 2016 for his role as Cosme McMoon in Florence Foster Jenkins, where he acted alongside Meryl Streep and Hugh Grant. He had also appeared in films like A Serious Man, 2009, and Space Oddity, showing his versatility in both comedy and drama. In his personal life, Helberg has remained grounded. He has been married to actress Jocelyn Town since 2007, and the couple has 2 children. In 2023, they listed their Los Angeles estate for sale, though they've kept their reasons private. It's unclear whether this marks a shift in their priorities or simply signals a new chapter. Behind the scenes, Helberg faced personal struggles during the early seasons of The Big Bang Theory. He battled obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, a condition that delayed his plans to start a family and caused him significant anxiety during a time when the show was bringing him fame and fortune. He has since spoken openly about his experiences, bringing much-needed attention to mental health challenges even at the height of success. One of the biggest revelations about Helberg's career came years after The Big Bang Theory ended. In 2022, he discovered something surprising: he wasn't the first choice to play Howard Wolowitz. Initially, Kevin Sussman, who later portrayed Stewart, had won the role. However, due to a scheduling conflict, Sussman dropped out, giving Helberg the opportunity that ultimately changed his life. For over a decade, Sussman kept this fact a secret to avoid any awkwardness. When Helberg learned the truth, he was both stunned and grateful. Johnny Galecki, who played Leonard Hofstadter on The Big Bang Theory, also saw his life change dramatically after the show ended in 2019. Instead of continuing to pursue fame in Hollywood, Galecki opted for a quieter lifestyle, balancing family, creative projects, and personal challenges. After the show, he returned to television, reprising his role as David Healy in The Conners, a Roseanne spin-off. However, he didn't stay on the show for long. Instead, Galecki shifted his focus behind the scenes, co-creating and executive producing A-OK, a sitcom set in 1991 about a struggling internet startup. Though he stepped away from major TV roles, Galecki didn't quit acting altogether. He took on independent film roles, choosing projects that allowed him to challenge himself rather than pursue big Hollywood studio productions. This decision demonstrated his desire to move beyond being recognized solely for his portrayal of Leonard. In his personal life, Galecki experienced both joy and heartache. In late 2019, he and Elena Meyer welcomed their first child, a son named Orbison. However, their relationship ended in 2020, and Galecki later married Morgan Galecki. In 2023, they had a daughter named Una Evelina. The couple decided to move to Nashville, seeking a more private life away from the spotlight of Los Angeles. Galecki also faced health struggles while on The Big Bang Theory. In 2011, he was diagnosed with Bell's palsy, a condition that caused temporary facial paralysis. Despite experiencing numbness and teary eyes, Galecki continued working without letting it affect his performances. Outside of his acting career, Galecki has also been vocal about his views on social issues. In the wake of the 2018 Florida school shooting, he publicly spoke out in favor of gun control, a stance that cost him many followers on social media. Nevertheless, he stood by his beliefs and refused to apologize. Behind the scenes of The Big Bang Theory, Galecki had some quirky habits, including sticking his chewing gum on a hidden wall of the set, a secret that co-star Kunal Nair later revealed. However, Galecki's most shocking confession was that he was the only cast member who had sex in his dressing room during the show's run, a detail that stunned both fans and colleagues. Kunal Nair, who played the shy and awkward Raj Kuthrapalli on The Big Bang Theory, didn't let his fame go to his head after the show ended in 2019. Instead, he took risks and expanded his career beyond comedy. In 2020, Nair surprised audiences with his role as Sandeep, a convicted serial killer, in Criminal, UK, a Netflix crime drama. His performance received critical acclaim, and he was nominated for a Best Supporting Actor award at the British Academy Television Awards in 2021. In 2023, he starred alongside Uma Thurman in Suspicion, a thriller on Apple TV+. His shift from comedy to more dramatic roles proved his versatility as an actor. Nair didn't entirely leave comedy behind, however. In 2024, he reunited with his Big Bang Theory co-star, Melissa Rauch, for a guest appearance on NBC's Night Court. That same year, he starred in the romantic comedy How to Date Billy Walsh, continuing to balance different genres in his career. Kunal Nair's most ambitious project is still on the horizon. He will play the iconic role of Scrooge in Christmas Karma, a Bollywood-style musical adaptation of A Christmas Carol, directed by Gurinder Chadha. This unique take on a classic could become one of the defining moments of his career. Animation has also played a significant role in his journey. Nair voiced Guy Diamond in DreamWorks Trolls, 2016, and Gupta in Ice Age, Continental Drift, 2012, roles that made him a familiar voice in family-friendly films, broadening his career beyond live-action work. Beyond acting, Nair has ventured into other creative endeavors. In 2015, he authored Yes, My Accent is Real, a memoir reflecting on his experience as an immigrant breaking into Hollywood. The book was praised for its humor and candid storytelling, offering fans a deeper look into his journey. Additionally, he co-wrote the play Cotton Candy, which premiered in India. Nair also performed in Jesse Eisenberg's play The Spoils, initially off-Broadway and later in London's West End. His career hasn't been without its controversies. One such incident occurred on The Big Bang Theory, when Raj made a controversial comment comparing Bollywood actresses Madhuri Dixit and Aishwarya Rai. The remark sparked public backlash, and in 2023, political analyst Mithun Vijay Kumar took legal action against Netflix. Nair has yet to address the issue publicly. On a lighter note, his parking habits on set reportedly annoyed his co-stars, but this eventually became an inside joke among the cast. Melissa Rauch, who rose to fame for her portrayal of Bernadette Rustinkowski-Wolowitz on The Big Bang Theory, never anticipated becoming a Hollywood star. Before landing the role in 2009, she was a struggling actress, performing stand-up comedy in small clubs, hoping for her big break. That opportunity came with The Big Bang Theory, and Rauch became a fan favorite with her sharp comedic timing and distinctive high-pitched voice. She stayed with the show for a decade, but when it concluded in 2019, she had a choice to make: stick to familiar roles or challenge herself with something new. She chose the latter. In 2015, while still on the show, Rauch took a bold risk by co-writing, co-producing, and starring in The Bronze, a comedy drama. She portrayed Hope Gregory, a bitter former Olympic gymnast struggling to move on from her past success. The film premiered at the Sundance Film Festival, receiving mixed reviews, but Rauch's performance was widely praised. Securing the lead role was no easy feat. Producers initially wanted a more recognizable movie star, but Rauch fought for the part and succeeded, delivering a performance completely different from Bernadette. Rauch also found success in voice acting. In 2017, she voiced Harley Quinn in Batman and Harley Quinn, a role she had long dreamed of. She brought her own unique spin to the character, blending humor with Harley's rebellious energy, drawing inspiration from her New Jersey upbringing to give Harley a tough yet playful edge. After The Big Bang Theory wrapped, Rauch focused on family. She married writer-producer Winston Beigel, and together they had 2 children, one in 2017 and another in 2020. However, she wasn't finished with acting. In 2023, she made her return to television as the lead in NBC's Night Court revival, portraying Judge Abby Stone, the daughter of the original series Judge Harold T. Stone. Rauch also served as an executive producer, collaborating closely with her husband. The show was well received, with NBC renewing it for a second season. Her character, while full of humor, had layers, including a battle with alcoholism that added emotional depth to the series. Outside of acting, Rauch kept busy with voice roles in animated shows like Firebuds, 2022, and made an appearance on Celebrity Jeopardy that same year. While she didn't make it to the final rounds, fans enjoyed seeing her personality shine. Family has always been a priority for her, and she and Beigel run their production company, January Productions, together. Rauch also dedicates time to charity, co-founding Oscars Kids, a non-profit that supports children with cancer. Though she avoided much controversy, she had to fight hard for some of her biggest roles, including The Bronze. Producers initially doubted her ability to carry the film, but she proved them wrong, showing that she wouldn't be typecast as Bernadette. Her career continues to evolve, pushing her boundaries with each new project. Mayim Bialik, who was a teen star in the early 90s with her hit show Blossom, had a promising future in Hollywood. Mayim Bialik's career took an unexpected turn when she chose to step away from acting to pursue a degree in neuroscience, a decision that shocked many. However, years later, she made a triumphant return to Hollywood, portraying Amy Farrah Fowler on The Big Bang Theory. This role not only made her a household name but earned her 4 Primetime Emmy nominations and 2 Critics' Choice Television Awards. Even in 2025, Bialik continues to be a significant figure in both the entertainment and scientific communities, though her career has been marked by both successes and controversies. After The Big Bang Theory ended in 2019, Bialik remained active in the industry. She starred in Call Me Kat, a sitcom that ran from 2021 to 2023. The show, based on the British series Miranda, followed a quirky woman managing a cat cafe. Although the show had a dedicated fan base, it was cancelled after 3 seasons. In 2022, Bialik directed her first film, As They Made Us, a deeply personal drama that received praise for its emotional storytelling. She also became one of the co-hosts of Jeopardy, alongside Ken Jennings from 2021 to 2023. However, her time on the show sparked mixed reactions. Some viewers admired her intelligence, while others criticized her hosting style. Her endorsement of the brain supplement Neuriva, which some experts dismissed as pseudoscience, further fueled the debate surrounding her public persona. Beyond acting, Bialik is an accomplished author. She has written several books that make science more accessible, including Girling Up and Boying Up, which explore the challenges of growing up, Beyond the Sling on Parenting, and Mayim's Vegan Table, offering plant-based recipes. In 2015, she launched Grok Nation, a website discussing social issues, though it ceased being updated in 2019. Bialik has become a passionate advocate for women in STEM, and she frequently speaks about mental health. On her podcast, Mayim Bialik's Breakdown, she shares personal stories about her struggles with OCD and eating disorders, co-hosting with her partner Jonathan Cohen. Faith also plays an important role in her life, as Bialik identifies as modern Orthodox Jewish and often discusses her beliefs publicly. She has also been a vocal supporter of Israel, especially during times of conflict, though this has drawn both admiration and criticism. Throughout her career, Bialik has faced various controversies. In 2017, she wrote an op-ed for the New York Times discussing the Harvey Weinstein scandal, in which she suggested that dressing modestly and avoiding flirtation had protected her from harassment. This led to significant backlash, with many accusing her of victim blaming. She later apologized and clarified that no victim is ever responsible for assault. Bialik has also faced criticism for her past stance on vaccines. She admitted to delaying vaccinations for her children, which led some to label her as anti-vaccine, although she later received both the COVID-19 and flu vaccines. Kevin Sussman never anticipated fame before landing the role of Stewart on The Big Bang Theory. Before joining the show, he was an aspiring actor working at a comic book store while auditioning for roles. He had no idea that one day he would portray a comic book store owner on one of the most popular sitcoms in TV history. When The Big Bang Theory concluded in 2019, many wondered what would be next for him. Unlike other actors who struggle to move beyond iconic roles, Sussman smoothly transitioned into new projects, showcasing his range with dramatic roles in Better Call Saul and The Dropout. In Better Call Saul, he played Mr. Link in 2 episodes, proving his ability to handle serious drama. He also appeared in The Dropout, Hulu's miniseries about the Theranos scandal, as Mark Rusler, further cementing his versatility. Sussman didn't completely abandon comedy. He appeared in 2 episodes of Call Me Kat, starring his former co-star Mayim Bialik, and also landed a recurring role in Lessons in Chemistry, an Apple TV Plus series where he played Walter Pine. These roles demonstrated that Sussman could seamlessly move between comedy and drama. In addition to acting, Sussman is passionate about storytelling. In 2013, he co-created Dark Minions, a stop-motion animated comedy, with his Big Bang Theory co-star John Ross Bowie. Although Amazon Studios bought the project, it was never fully produced. This didn't deter Sussman from pursuing other writing ventures, as he and Bowie worked on several scripts, including The Ever After part for Fox and The Second Coming of Rob for CBS. While these shows never made it to air, they proved Sussman's commitment to writing. Before his role as Stuart Bloom, Sussman had already built a solid career, with roles in Ugly Betty as Walter in films such as Liberty Heights, 1999, and Almost Famous, 2000. Interestingly, he was originally cast as Howard Wolowitz in The Big Bang Theory, but he had to forego the role due to his contract with Ugly Betty. The part ultimately went to Simon Helberg, and Sussman joined the show later as Stewart, turning what was initially a minor role into one of the most beloved characters. Despite his success, Sussman has also faced challenges, particularly with the rise of streaming platforms. In 2023, during the SAG-AFTRA strike, he spoke out about how streaming has drastically impacted actor pay. When The Big Bang Theory was syndicated, actors earned steady residuals, but now with shows moving to streaming platforms like Max and Amazon Prime, these residuals have significantly diminished. Sarah Gilbert's Hollywood journey has been anything but typical. She began acting as a child, but few could have predicted the path she would take. Born on January 29, 1975, in Santa Monica, California, Gilbert became a household name with her role as Darlene Connor on Roseanne, which aired from 1988 to 1997. The character was smart, sarcastic, and a departure from the typical teenage girl on TV, earning Gilbert critical acclaim and 2 Primetime Emmy nominations. When Roseanne returned in 2018, Gilbert wasn't just an actor, she was also an executive producer. She played a major role in bringing the show back, but the series was abruptly cancelled when Roseanne Barr posted a racist tweet about Valerie Jarrett. Gilbert publicly denounced Barr's comments, stating that they did not reflect the values of the cast and crew. Barr retaliated by blaming Gilbert for the cancellation, calling her a traitor, and their relationship was never the same after that. Despite the fallout, Gilbert continued to move forward, helping to create The Connors, a spin-off that carried on the story without Barr. Outside of Roseanne, Gilbert has taken on various roles, including portraying Leslie Winkle, a physicist with a brief romance with Leonard Hofstadter on The Big Bang Theory. Though her character was initially promoted to a regular cast member, the writers struggled to integrate her into the main story, and she was later reduced to guest appearances. Gilbert also found success behind the scenes. In 2010, she created The Talk, a CBS daytime talk show where women discussed current events from a mother's perspective. The show became a hit, winning multiple daytime Emmy awards, and Gilbert co-hosted for nearly a decade before stepping away in 2019 to focus on other ventures. Gilbert's career expanded to include acting in shows like ER, 24, Grey's Anatomy, and Atypical, as well as roles in films like Poison Ivy and Riding in Cars with Boys. She also co-founded a production company, Sarah Plus Tom, with producer Tom Werner, and is currently an executive producer for the upcoming series The Pradeeps of Pittsburgh. Beyond her Hollywood career, Sarah Gilbert has a deep passion for art. She graduated magna cum laude from Yale University in 1997 with a degree in art and has exhibited her photography internationally. Additionally, she is a dedicated advocate for eco-friendly living, actively promoting sustainable practices whenever possible. Laura Spencer's journey to success followed a unique path, but she has certainly made her own mark. Born on May 8, 1986, in Oklahoma City, Spencer discovered her passion for acting early on. She studied theater at the University of Oklahoma, earning a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in 2008. Her career began with smaller roles, but it didn't take long for her to land a significant part. In 2013, she joined The Big Bang Theory as Emily Sweeney, a dermatologist who had a complicated relationship with Raj Kuthrapali. Emily was originally supposed to be a one-time character, but fans loved her so much that she stayed on the show through season 10. Her character was sweet yet had a surprising love for horror movies, which added a fun twist. At the same time, Spencer also played Jessica Warren on Bones, appearing as a quirky and free-spirited intern from seasons 9 to 12. Balancing 2 major roles on popular TV shows was no easy feat, but Spencer managed it effortlessly. Before her mainstream TV success, she gained recognition for her role in The Lizzie Bennet Diaries, a web series that modernized Pride and Prejudice. The series won an Emmy for Outstanding Creative Achievement in Interactive Media, and Spencer credits the experience with teaching her the power of social media in storytelling. Her career expanded beyond television with a starring role in 13 Minutes, a 2021 disaster drama about a tornado and the lives it affected. The film addressed social issues such as immigration and abortion, and Spencer's portrayal of Vicky allowed her to take on more serious material. She continued to land roles in high-profile projects, appearing in Grey's Anatomy in 2024 in an episode titled If Walls Could Talk. She also had a guest role in Reservation Dogs, demonstrating her interest in projects with cultural significance. Off-screen, Spencer has kept a low profile. She married Michael Jack Greenwald in 2019 and has largely stayed out of the spotlight when it comes to personal drama. Instead of courting controversy, she focuses on her acting career and philanthropic efforts, using her platform to support causes she believes in.